I'm still kind of have that stretch of that stuck in my head all day. I'm gonna be honest. That, yeah. I'm not even gonna joke either. Like, ever... Like, after seeing that, that has not left my head, if I'm being honest. Like... What do I don't even know where even to... I don't even want to say anything. Like, what could I... I'm just kind of... I didn't think that they'd go that far. Which, I mean, it's kind of not surprised, I guess, but also just... I don't... I don't even know what to say. I really don't. But, you know, we ain't done. We ain't done. Cool. Alright. I honest to God have no idea how many more streams this is gonna take. Like, maybe 3 more? Maybe? I don't even know what to... What do I even... I don't want to keep going, but also, like, I want to see the end of this. Just out of nothing short just respect for committing that hard to their idea. I'm stalling. I know I'm stalling. I know I'm stalling. Because I know what it's going to happen. I'm going to say it can't get worse, and then something else is going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. Just screw it. Let's just... Should I not listen to her? Okay. Okay, so who's saying this? Who's telling me not to listen? Why are you making the pain continue? I had something of a cathartic ending when I said enough. That's enough. Ah, crap, I forgot the Silent Hill sad music. Shit. God damn it. Fine. Don't trust anything she says. I wasn't going to begin with. Cool. Alright. Just anything she shows you. Told me you believed it. Oh, it's Giselle. That's nice. If it could survive for hundreds of years, it must be real. I would hope so, but I don't even know where we're going anymore. We've jumped the train tracks. I stopped counting after the 5th time. Don't start counting it now. Okay. Alright, well. I don't know if we can show that. Or at least not yet. It's me, please. Sound of my voice. Listen to what I really think. How much is it gonna hurt? Actually feel. Yeah, I mean, that was obvious. What I said. Broke through the cocoon. Built around myself. Never come to hate. Yeah, but I mean, you can do things other than hate. Still stand by that. Haven't changed in the slightest. I'm happy for you. What kind of past you had? I mean, it was pretty horrific. Kind of secret, yeah. I mean, that one's... Alright. Yeah. I mean, it's more of a shock the other way around. Ah, fuck, I don't have my tequila. God damn it. Well, depending, I might need to go get that. Hundreds of years trapped in this place. Tragedy after tragedy befell. Yeah. Grip until I'd been twisted. Uh-huh, yeah. I thought you were gonna be the bad person, and then you weren't. It's like, oh, you're just another tragedy, of course. Despite what I've become. Yep. Absolutely. Still said you love me. What horrors you've experienced. Oh no, we passed the line of horrors. Hell yes. Surely we'll get something resembling a happy ending after, what, 8 more hours? Jesus Christ. 8 more fucking hours? Giselle. Please have faith in me. You know what? Sure. Believe what some illusion says. Yeah, she's kind of... Alright. Alright. So of course it was an illusion that we saw before this. I mean, that makes sense, because she already made an illusion, so of course that makes... you have it backwards. How? Truth is, never once doubted you. Huh? Never doubted your... Despise myself. Yeah. It's genuinely not even your fault. That was so weak I couldn't bear. Phantasm made to look like... I mean, we... been through some shit. Didn't want to see you see me like that. Yeah, that's fair. Uh-huh. Yeah. Pitiful and sightly. I mean, it's still better than what you were. Stan thought he'd seen any of that. Yeah. If only for you. Gallant, yeah. I mean, you are. Shut the fuck up. You are. Yeah, I mean, you'd just be a robot, and nobody wants that. Never showed weakness. Died trying to protect you. Yeah. Didn't want you to know. Yeah. Sad, frail. I mean, when you... Like, how many times has he been broken as a person, like, for fuck's sake? Not even... I mean... There are things you can do about that. I didn't want you to see that. Gunnar was telling the truth. I don't know about that. Open the door to a pass in order to bring you back. That wasn't the whole story. Kept details about myself out. Things that would make me look bad. I mean, it didn't really make you look bad, in your defense. No one as shameful and reprehensible as me. No, I'd say a lot of people, like your whole family, should be sent to hell instead of you, if we're being honest. That's admirable. Honestly, everything he's been through and he's still going, that's genuinely nothing short of fucking divine will. Remain true to yourself to the end. How bad things got. Yeah. Yeah. Fought alone. Put through hell. I mean, he was pretty much put through every circle of hell. Not to curse those. Oh, I would have. Oh, I absolutely would have. I wouldn't even try and deny it. Like, there's shit you don't let go. I'm sorry. I'm not that good of a person. I fully know that. Only once did you ever consider cursing someone, your father. Yeah, that'd still be fair. That would absolutely be warranted. Remember that day very well. Too stupid to realize it at the time. You did that for me. Time you ever wanted to curse someone was, yeah. Give yourself a little more credit. Did perhaps come off as a bit inscrutable. Deep down, you're truer to yourself than anyone. I don't know about that. That last one we can fudge. Yeah. I know that you're a wonderful, admirable man. Proud of who you are. That doesn't change how much suffering I put you through. Yeah. Was. I mean, I don't think you were, or were you, or I don't. Girl in the portrait, yeah. It's all me. Came back more than once. And then disappeared, yeah. That was really, that was fucked up to see. I'm completely unaware, pushing away. Nothing but tragedy in my wake. I mean, technically, it wasn't you. We don't even know if it was actually you. In your defense, it could have been Morgana bullshitting again. Have faith in yourself, Michelle. Oh, your heart. No, it was a secret you didn't want revealed. Me. Couldn't be happier to know the truth. Shows just how incredibly much you love me. Not only in life, 100 years I spent trapped in this mansion. Yeah, almost a millennium. Spent searching for me. Vast, empty, hopeless void. You heard. Love guiding you to me. Lost everything. Yeah. Yeah, this tore you apart. Can't find it. Few blanks in your memory don't account for how much someone... I mean... How my... Yeah, that's... Supposed to believe. Wasn't me. Well, I mean, that's an easy question. Was it you? Yes or no? It's literally that simple, buddy. So it's exactly the same. And I'm like, have you learned that coincidence is a motherfucker? Like, have you not paid attention? You're not the white-haired girl. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. This are shape your soul. Yeah, it never will be. Well, that just... fucking... Was that literally just like a red herring Morgana did then? Actually, I'd probably believe that, now I think about it. Remember when you first arrived at the mansion? Together we watched dozens of different lives play out. Memories anywhere among them. Yeah, that's a fair point, actually. It's like, wait. Wasn't behind those doors that you found yourself. Remains of the months we shared here. Girl, anywhere in your memory. Yeah. So the white-haired girl was a red herring. You're Michelle, no one else. That doesn't change. Yeah. Yeah. Yay. I don't know, maybe not here. For a month in life. Not for me to wait hundreds of years. You find... Yeah. Get me out of here. We still need to get out of here. You're the greatest. Yeah. God damn it. Why can I not... Why can't this fucker have anything? He always managed to see straight through me. Exactly what I want. Uh-huh. Yep. Cool. So now what? What else can you... reach out for her, get into fade, outline hazy blending to surroundings, grab his empty air. Anything to... Yeah. Yeah, well, we got something we need to do. Don't leave. Right here with you. Not going anywhere. It's on my shoulders. Huh? Yeah. I'm sorry? Want to so much. Can, I promise. Oh. Alright. Reach forward slowly. Oh, apparently, yes. Finger, hair, eyes, lip, heart. God damn it. Yeah. Audience spirit, yeah. Oh no, maybe... I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna fucking say that. I think I can. Hold on, don't let go. It's kind of funny to, like... Yeah. Like two awkward kids around each other. Together. Are you really gonna pull this sappy shit? I mean, you should. And I actually appreciate it, but damn it. Yeah, no kidding. I know, right? It's crazy. You're both how many years old now? Goddamn. Man. Never got the chance while we were alive. Yeah, that's right. Gonna tell me to wait again. There you go. Emptiness where she is. Wiping up pallid. Yeah. Call me Michelle. Yeah. Even in death, continue to bring back from the darkest. Yep. Alright. All I'm asking is don't flashbang me with a no-no. Like, please. And that's terrible to say, but I don't feel like... That feels like something might happen. Uh-huh. There you go. Hey. Quick, clumsy affair. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nonetheless, in a warrant. Yep. There you go. Something nice actually happened to these two fuckers. Surroundings dissolve. Old takes on a new face. Plane of tranquil light, created by Giselle, which the mansion's darkness slowly seeps. The difference is, now I'm not afraid to step back into it. Took was that single irreplaceable moment to change my everything. Can't see her there, I can feel her presence right beside me. Heart. She can too feel mine. Won't falter anymore. I don't know. We have 5 more endings. I have no fucking clue what she's gonna do. What is this crazy spirit gonna do now? Through hesitating, wavering about fear of my own weakness. Look to the future. I mean... Nah, I ain't saying that. I believe in myself, because she believes in me. Carrying the chains I created. I have work to do. I mean, is this your responsibility? Light dims and darkness begins to take over. Hear a force in my ear. Ask you to lend your hand to someone. If you're gonna tell me for the witch, I'm going to say no. You've set me free, and now I'd like you to do the same for... No! Absolutely not. She can burn... Ugh. Something I don't think anyone else can do. Only you can rid the mansion of its darkness. Here with you too. Oh, great. God damn it. Oh, wonderful. We can put an end to all this tragedy. I know we can. Now off we go. And do not let go of my hand. Oh. Great. Okay. Oh, great. Those are not good sounds. Aw, cool, they're speaking French. Reality fades back into view, looking at neither the endless eroding darkness nor the visions of my past. A sea of blood spreading in all directions. Standing at the top of the observation tower outside the door. I've returned, back in Morgana's world, her bitter, hate-filled, curse-fueled world. To tell you the truth, I didn't see this coming. This is my mansion, my domain. She was supposed to be locked up, but it would seem my will is not as absolute as I thought. Would you call that the power of love? Is that what allowed this to happen? That's right. Where's the magic, the miracle? I can think of one other reason she was able to escape, and it's the only way we'll be able to find the power we need to cast off the darkness in this house. First, before we do anything else, let's open this door. I don't know about that. Whatever nonsense that woman filled your head with, it certainly seems to have put some fight in those eyes. Well, good for you, my dear. A little confidence boost doesn't erase the fact you were the one on the ground crawling through the filth like a worm, tears streaming down your face as you tried to ignore what lay before you. A little self-esteem isn't going to make you any less helpless when you step through that door. But that won't stop me from trying. Done acting like you're some inevitability, some force of nature. It's time for me to take a stand, Morgana. Okay. The air around the door has a distinct chill to it as I place my hand against the wood surface. Arms, once bloody and lacerated, are now whole again. I can feel my entire body, everything back in its rightful place. Taking a breath, lift my head, focus my gaze on the door, and push it open. Resting on the back of my hand, I can feel another palm, soft and warm. Wait, that's right. Where the bars are, wasn't there a window? Or no, wait, a bigger one. Through the single window sitting high atop the wall shines a ray of light. A black butterfly flutters within the beam. Its form is indistinct, wavering like a mirage as it slowly descends to the tower floor. Hey. And then from within the darkness a person appears. Uh-huh. Is that you, Morgana? Oh. Oh, that's a face. How's it feel to finally meet the real thing, my dear? I knew you were young, but you really are still a child. Having heard her tale, I know she died still a girl, and I know how she came to bear so much hatred for the world. But knowing and seeing are two very different things. Sight of her bony adolescent body is a painful reminder she never had a chance to know happiness, adulthood before being robbed of her life. I'd assumed monster would be your first reaction. Not yet. With a face and a body. Oh, right. Great. Very sweet of you, Michelle. So tell me, what exactly do you mean to do now that you're here? Your ultimate goal was, as I understood, to take Giselle back. But she's no longer here for me to return to you. She broke out of my cage and exhausted what remained of her soul to show herself to you. Alright, well, you're lying. I cannot perceive even a trace of her presence any longer, so I presume her soul shattered, dissipated into nothing. No, she's right here beside me. Is that so? You seem to believe as much anyway, which only makes your presence here a bigger mystery. I know. You want revenge. I made you miserable while you were alive, and I continue to torment you in death. You entrusted me with Giselle's life, and I used her for my own ends. You must despise me. Hatred fills you. You want to curse me, to kill me. My death could well mean the end of all this. Yeah, but that would be easy. Shall I grant you that wish? Flicks a finger, and the next second, a long sword clatters to the floor at my feet. Take the blade in your hand, and like the knight of old who executed the witch, pierce my heart with it. Do now what should have happened then. You always wanted to be a knight, didn't you? I'm gonna make a save. Show me your revulsion, my dear. Morgana, I do have a reason for being here. I came to save you. I disagree with this decision, personally. Did you hit your head on the way up? You came to save who? I spent so long trying to look away when I should have been trying to look deeper. To tell you the truth, your constant chattering in the darkness evoked more than annoyance in me. I empathized with your loneliness. I bear no hatred for you. And maybe a little discontent. It was my despair that brought you back to life, so that makes it my responsibility to end this. My own wish has given me all the redemption I need, my dear. Or should I be expecting another self-righteous lecture about how hatred does you no good? Brilliant, Michelle, brilliant. Do you have any idea how absurdly presumptuous you're being? Trying to force your idea of redemption onto someone who has no interest in it. If the tale you showed me was the whole truth, then I would have said you could revile those heartless men as much as you pleased. But I refuse to believe that's the whole story. The men I saw beyond the first 3 doors had genuine concerns and worries. They felt things, real human emotions, even if those things ultimately led them down a path of destruction. Wanting to do something nice for the one you care about, being disgusted at things you've done, hiding your urges from those around you. You certainly call them good, man. Oh, hell no. But they were real people with real conflicts. So you're saying I'm lying? Yes, absolutely. Well, I can't say I blame you. Who would believe the word of a witch? I don't think you falsified your account, Morgana. The tragedy, no, the grisly reality you described, I don't doubt any of that happened. You wouldn't be here otherwise. I've learned something in my years. Reality exists from more than one perspective. That doesn't change what happened. That two-faced young man deceived me, the beast severed my arm, and the greedy, power-hungry lord used me for his own personal gain. Events by themselves do not tell the whole story. Only when you take into account their circumstances, what they thought and felt, their perspectives, only then can you say you've reached the truth. Yeah, your point being? Are you going to march down to where their souls are and ask them for their perspective? Don't waste your breath, they'll only tell you what benefits themselves the most. Then we do it our way. We open the door to your past. And if I refuse, this is my domain, my world. It operates in accordance to my will. The door won't open unless I allow it to. Were you aware, Morgana, that I recovered my first memory in front of a mirror? You what? The same mirror Giselle used to practice her smile. And in all those hundreds of years... Hey, we're here. Bits of her memory came to reside within it. Every time she stood before the mirror, she had me in her heart. I mean, I think we're about to find out. And next I saw one of my own memories play out in my bedchamber. It was the first day after we opened the windows, when she let the morning sun into my room. That day was a turning point in my life. And why are you telling me this? Because it means this world doesn't belong only to you. It's also hers and mine. And that is why she was able to break free. Your wish is, without question, the most powerful of anyone's here, and you have more authority over this place than anyone else. There is no denying your position as master of this mansion. But Giselle and I, we too have influence over this domain. I was the one who resurrected you, and she who served as your guide. So the door will appear, whether or not it is your will. Damn. Their souls reside here as well. They may spin convenient tales, but the memories ingrained upon their souls can tell no lies. All the pieces are on the board. The door will open. Say the door does open, what does that change? Nothing those men may have thought or felt can take back what they did to me, this rotting, broken creature they turned me into. I don't care what was going through their heads. They will never have my forgiveness. My hatred is unwavering. I mean, she kind of has the right for that, to be honest. My wish will not be undone so easily. Their souls shall suffer for all eternity. Before we begin, Morgana, let's get one last lingering question out of the way. Is there? And what might that be? Yeah, that's a good question. Who the white-haired girl is. That's your lingering question. We've already established... You fucking lied. Shut up. Huh? Wait. But... That... Wait. Apparently that's funny. So in a desperate plea to deny you came back as a woman, now you're trying to make me into her. It's perhaps the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That was you. No, it wasn't. We know you're lying. Don't avert your eyes. Yes, face reality. I'm not averting eyes, and I'm not in denial. I have faith. Oh, great. Yeah, faith is so much better. Faith I only made it back to this mansion once. When I awoke in the rocking chair beside the fireplace. Huh? Nevertheless, that hardly justifies accusing me of being that foolish girl. How could you possibly think I was hurt? Never have I not been present in these walls. Not even while she was alive and in the closet tragedy. Hair is not white, nor are my eyes red. Look at this horrid festering face. How could I ever become her? How your soul appears is irrelevant in this case, Morgana. I will uncover the truth about you. Things even you don't know. I'm sorry? And if I can show that you were in fact the white-haired girl, in that moment your reality will be rewritten. Oh great, we're gonna try and legalize the witch into existence. Oh fuck. If you're so confident, then be my guest. Find out for yourself just how little you're capable of. Wait. Then how the fuck is... Like, I'm trying to rack my brain for something that might explain it, but I don't think I know anything. I mean, there's like a couple of threads, but nothing like... Fuck it, let's just go on. Blackness fills the observation tower once more. Morgana fades into the distance, leaving me alone in the dark stream. It's a darkness I've seen, felt, and been consumed by numerous times since arriving at the mansion. But this time I welcome it, praying that beyond it lies the truth with the power to release all from the house's grip. This next tale has no narrator. I won't sit back and listen as someone recounts the path of fate for me. No, I have to find the path for myself this time. I don't know what awaits me beyond the black, but no matter what it may be, so long as I have the power to provide redemption, I must never put down my sword. Now, let us open the door. The final door. Okay. Oh, great. I brought you some food. You have to eat some. Oh, this is... God damn it. You barely touched your food yesterday. Come on, please. Just leave it there. Her hands aren't bound. She can eat whenever she pleases. But... she's not gonna last much longer. Boy has a point. If she won't eat, we lose our supply of blood. That's not what I meant. Of course. Leave it there. Well, we'll be back. So that's... okay. Do you really have to go? Yeah, things are pretty hectic right now. And when do you suppose you'll be back? Tomorrow, same time as today. Wait, this was the... that's the house outside the manor. The mansion. And you'll have enough time to talk then. Will you? Yeah? Are you hiding something from me? You're acting kind of funny. You're my sister, I wouldn't keep anything from you. Okay, so this is the Flaxen children. You're not yourself, though. What's so different about me? Well, you're not acting much like a prince. Right, of course. Don't worry, I'm still your prince, same as always. Good night, Nelly. Princess. So, both of them. How did I end up in this mess? I never wanted this. All I wanted was a quiet life. Someone get me out of here. Take this thing somewhere far away. Tell me it's not all my fault. God, I'm begging you. Just make it all go away. Someone, anyone, get me out of here. Yeah, that's the Flaxen boy. So this is the second one, the beast. Look, look. The stars, they're beautiful. Though with it so bright out, I worry someone might see us. Everyone's long gone. I hope so. Are you ashamed? A little, but I still want to be with you. Have you ever considered leaving the convent? You can't just stop being a nun, you know. I mean, if you don't leave any witnesses, it's not that simple. I've made vows, sworn my life to the service of God. I was not aware. I don't know much about this land's traditions. Oh, this is yeah. If I were to leave the church, it would have been in my next life. I'd like to be a normal girl, lead a normal life, get married, have kids, and before I know it, I'm an old lady. Thinking, it was an eventful life, but it was the best I could have asked for. That's my dream. That sounds very peaceful. I hope we can be together in our next lives, too. Have a nice quiet life together. It'll be a city on the water, looking over a beautiful glimmering emerald sea. Blue sky spreading as far as the eye can see. Sound of the seabirds squalling by the port. Two of us sitting shoulder to shoulder, just looking out over the city. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Certainly does. I'd love that. The Harvest Festival. On the day of the festival, okay. Oh. Oh, hey! I didn't know this was secretly inspired Mori. I mean, I had to say it. Like, I had to say it. It's like, God damn it. You're really gonna do that to me? Wake up. Please wake up. Come on. Open your eyes. Michelle. Okay, well, he's in the corner. So bright. I'm outside. Oh, wait, is he gonna be like the narrator? The light feels like needles in my eyes. First thing I see beyond the mansion's darkness is blinding light. Sun glares mercilessly overhead. Gentle breeze blows past, and I can hear the birds chirping from several different directions. Each breath I take fills my lungs with the scent of earth and grass. So much time has passed since I've been in the light. I almost feel like I'm alive again. Well, no, not almost. What's going on? What on earth is this the era Morgana lived? Michelle. Huh? Oh, there she is. Cool. Thank goodness you can hear me. Good morning. Hope you slept well. Is that voice really you? I swear it's me 100%. Not that mean old phony. So don't you worry. No, I believe it's you. I just was not expecting to be able to hear you here. I did say I would always be by your side. I'm relieved. But where are you, Giselle? I can't see you anywhere. Well, I'm not exactly sure myself. That's great. You don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's pitch dark all around me, like a black smoke churning in the darkness. Feels a lot like inside the mansion, but I don't think I'm actually in the mansion. So you're still trapped in the void then. I can see a shimmering light off in the distance through the fog, and I can hear sounds coming from that direction. It's like the outside world is leaking through the light. I can see the trees rustling, hear the birds singing. I can't see you, though, so I assumed I was seeing through your eyes, and I thought I tried getting your attention. So that means you can see everything I can. Seems so. Though I don't think I can see quite as clearly as you. Wish you could be here to feel this too. Experience it in my place even. Don't even start that shit. It's a bizarre sensation. Well, I could see and feel the worlds through the other doors. It was strictly in the capacity of an observer. We were merely watching, not actually present in the tales. But this time it's like I've been resurrected and dropped into the world as a participant. It's all so vivid. Everything the mansion lacked, it's all here and I can feel it so clearly. Wish you could have been the one to experience this. Shut up! It's okay, Michelle. I know you'll dispel this darkness I'm in. Won't you? Nah, sorry. You're on your own. Nah. Oh well. More than happy just being able to hear your voice. Being able to see what you see. It's like a miracle. I too am glad to know you're there. To have the chance to hear your voice again, thank you so much for saving me. If you hadn't shown up, I wouldn't be here. No, we would actually be in a much nicer place, to be honest. Then again, we don't know, because I bet those were just, like, fake outs too. Oh no, I should be thanking you. I was overjoyed to learn how much you really cared about me. So many things I want to say right now. So many things I want you to know. So many thank yous. So many I love yous. And now, is that really the best response you've got? We kind of need to do something. This really isn't the time. You're embarrassing me. I am somewhat disappointed by one thing, though. Oh, only somewhat. Cool. I can't get any hugs or kisses since I'm not there in person. He's just like, oh, this sucks. Get her out of my head, now! Get the drill! Oh, come on, you're not very good at this, are you? You're not very good at picking up how much you're embarrassing me. I'd expect at the least of me, too. Start by figuring out when and where exactly this is. Yep. You're not even trying, are you? I'm doing the best I can. Please don't ask any more of this than me. It's okay, though. I might not be able to see you, but we're together either way. Yay. You know, Michelle, I think I might be able to help, too. Oh, cool. Are you gonna be a living mouse cursor? Well, I can't be there in person. I can give you ideas. Another point of view when you're not sure about something. Okay, I'm not far off. With the two of us together, we'll find a way through this. Yes, we will. Where to begin? What do you say we get our bearings? List out exactly what we need to take care of. It's not a bad idea. I'm a bit frazzled at the moment, to tell you the truth. What? Why? I'd assume we would just be observers, like with the other doors, searching their memories for clues. I never expected I'd actually be thrown into their era. True, it's not like all the other doors. No matter how the rules may change, I'm seeing this through to the end. If our guess is correct, we have arrived at Morgana's past. Then we need to uncover the truth behind those events. Or rather, the three men's circumstances. What they felt, what drove them. Gut tells me there's something to found there that even Morgana doesn't know. I could be wrong, and it's possible that even if I'm right, what we find won't do anything to quell her hatred. We won't be talking her out of it, that's for sure. Yeah, you can talk to her skeleton arm. Words won't break through that kind of animosity. We need something bigger. Something she could never have imagined. Something that will turn her entire worldview on its head. The white-haired girl might be a good place to start. Yeah, we still don't know who the hell that is. She showed up at the mansion again and again, as though led there by some supernatural force. And she was involved with all three men in some way. Can't think of anyone else with such deep ties to both the mansion and the men. But at the same time, I have a hard time convincing myself that the Morgana we know and the white-haired girl could be the same person. I don't... Like, it's gonna be something fucking insane. And I'm looking forward to it. They're about as different as two people can be. Which actually leads me to believe there's something there. There must be something. Some secret we haven't figured out yet that we can use. So let's find it. Won't be easy. Oh, I don't know. I'll just have to click a couple buttons. It'll be fine. If we are in the past, though, I wonder maybe we could change it. Oh, don't time travel. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's a bad cop-out. Could be a huge chance for us. Change the past. Yeah, we could prevent Morgana's death, or we could stop whatever led them down this path. There's an idea. If it's actually possible, maybe we can do something. The question is this world really? Now I'm getting kind of pumped. I've got my game face on and I'm ready to do this. No one can see it. It's a figure of speech. Okay, first things first, we need to find the mansion. Morgana should be at the top of the observation tower, and the three men shouldn't be too far off either. So the question is, where are we? Do you recognize the surroundings at all? I never really left a mansion, so I'm not especially familiar with the lay of the land. Huh. Give me a little spin, would you? Yeah. As she requests, I slowly spin around in a circle, and through the dense woods I spot a cluster of what appears to be stone formations. Squinting to get a better look, I realize they're buildings. It's decently far off, but appears to be the edge of a city. I think that might be the village I stayed at for a while. It's a bit big for a village. Don't you remember what Amade said about the village's history? Amade, that bastard. Yeah, that's fair. Michelle, you didn't think something uncharacteristically vulgar just now, did you? Oh no, I'll cross the line. When I cross the line to vulgar, you're gonna know it. Believe me. Wouldn't dream of it. Yes, I remember. He said it was once much larger, and that it was destroyed in a single week by the witch's curse. Except rather than a curse, it was probably disease. If that's the same city, then it fits with what Morgana said happened. I believe he also said something about there being a large bridge on the outskirts of the city, and that following a path from there would lead to the mansion. So let's head down to the city. Alright. You don't sound very enthusiastic. Are you nervous? You might have to talk to someone. Yeah, people suck. Don't worry, you've got me here. Oh great, people think I'm fucking crazy. God damn it. Don't treat me like I'm antisocial. You're not? No, that's not what's bothering me. It's something about this whole thing feels off. This world we're in... Never mind. I'm probably overthinking things. Now's not the time for that. We need to get moving. Let's go. Rather than waste time fretting over details, we need to get to the mansion like she said. Everything else comes after that. With each step I can feel the earth compressing beneath my feet, the glass flattening. The glass, yes. The organic glass. As I weave my way through the trees towards the city, the sensation of having a living flesh and blood Pilates slowly returns. I'm gonna deck this fucking child. I am going to beat 7 shades of fucking shit out of you. Hey. A white-haired man just appeared out of nowhere. You just weren't paying attention. I love that look. He's like, are you shitting me? And he's talking to himself. Shit! No matter where I go, they think he's crazy. Terrible. I gotta get away before he does something. No, I'm not gonna do anything. I just have a stick here. I need to introduce you to it. Hold it right there, Mel. You don't get to call me crazy and then just run off. How do you know my name? How? Why wouldn't I? We were just in the mansion together. Huh? Mansion? What are you talking about? Right. He hasn't become the shadow in the mansion yet. I doubt I would forget seeing someone as unusual as you. Man, you're not helping your case. Who are you? And where did you come from? Where? I'd like to know that myself. That is not a good answer. Say something, Michelle. He's not getting any less suspicious of you. You have to come up with some way to break the tension. Improvisation isn't exactly my strong suit. Okay. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just might not belong. It sure looked like you just popped out of nowhere. You imagined it. Yeah, you're the crazy one here. It was so sudden your mind misinterpreted what you saw. Is that too much of a stretch? Yeah, we should have just told him I'm Jeebus. The one time I don't want my ego out. Yeah, you're right. I must have been seeing things. People can't just appear out of thin air. On nice days like this, I'll sometimes climb a tree and take a nap too. And then roll over and fall flat on my face. Yeah, that's what happened. I fell off and I started cursing God aggressively. You know, as you do. I mean, praising Jeebus. So I can relate. Michelle napping in a tree. I can't even imagine it. Me neither. Also, it would seem that, like Morgana's, I'm the only one who can hear Giselle's voice. But that doesn't explain how you know my name. Crap. Yeah, you know. You know. You know. You look a lot like an acquaintance of mine. Imagine my surprise when it turns out you have the same name, too. Yeah, it's coincidence. It's crazy. That is definitely pushing it. Nah, it's fine. You're golden. Oh yeah, that happens to me every now and then. God damn, I'm good at improv. Geez, she had me spooked for a second there. While on one hand, I'm glad he bought it, I feel perhaps he's a little too trusting. He's the kind of guy who just keeps on walking when he runs across something out of the ordinary, pretending he didn't see a thing. That's a good way to live, to be honest. Ed's like, nope, I didn't see shit. Not the most admirable of traits, but we're in the clear. I assume you're from the city then, if you're out here. Actually, no, I'm a wanderer of sorts. Did you come here to see the Harvest Festival then? Harvest Festival? You don't know about it then. 3 days from now, we're holding a festival at the church to celebrate the spring harvest. 3 days. Morgana died when the bell tolled at noon on the day of the festival, which means she's got that much time left. This will be the first time we've held a festival, so we're hoping to make it into a big event. Something really memorable. I mean, it will be. You're right about that. And a young girl is dying behind the scenes of this seemingly pleasant celebration. If her death is 3 days from now, that might give us enough time to do something about it. I don't think that's going to be the point. Could I ask you to show me the way to the church? I'd like to join in on the festivities. Sure, yeah, of course. The church's doors are open to all, friends and family and wanderers alike. It's not far, follow me. Thank you. It didn't occur to me until now, but this really is a strange experience. This is a boy from a completely different time period who I would have never had the opportunity to meet. If he's here, then presumably the other two are as well. Which means Morgana's wish for the reconstruction was actually granted. The smell doesn't seem like any different a person than the one I observed through the first door. Yet he played a part in Morgana's imprisonment. I have trouble believing he would voluntarily invoke himself, though. Or involve himself. Yes. I summoned this cataclysm. I was scared for a minute there. Could have gone a lot worse. I know, I should have told him I'm Jeebus. Plus, we managed to make contact with Mel in record time. She's interacted with him and the others before, so I guess this doesn't feel as strange to her. You don't want him to hear you talking like to yourself again. That's why you're not saying anything to me, is it? Actually, I think I can talk to you without speaking. Cool. Can you hear me? Oh my god. How are you doing that? I have main character powers. Also, you're in my head. I have a lot of experience talking to ghosts. Also that really drives home how bizarre things were for you in that mansion. Were you not in similar circumstances when it was you and Morgana together? That is a very interesting set of ellipses. Yeah, now that you mention it, what a bizarre time we both had in that mansion. Oh, Giselle, you delightful idiot. I bet it's just because Morgana didn't want to talk to her. He's like, I don't want to hear her in my head. Like, please don't. You're just now realizing this. So what's your impression of him? My impression that he's the same Mill as always. In a little more detail, he's an amicable young man, nice enough to show a complete stranger around. I agree. In Morgana's version of the story, he betrayed her. But he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would enthusiastically do something so malicious. He had to have some reason, and we need to figure out what that was. The question is, how do we go about it? We hardly have enough time to earn his trust and convince him to tell us himself. I'll just have to put the knowledge I already have to good use. Oh, that reminds me. Something that might explain it. No, about Morgana. When you were alive, she was always right there with you, like I am now, right? Whenever it struck her fancy, yes. She didn't seem to care when or where. She would just start talking whenever she felt like it. Whenever. For the most part, yes. Anytime she wanted. She's just now realizing. She's like, are you shitting me? Giselle? You don't have to worry about that with me. I know when to keep my mouth shut, I promise. No, you don't. Don't you dare lie to me. What? You said you feel like you're alive again, right? My 5 senses all seem to be in working order. Which means you'll also be getting hungry, tired, sleepy, and you'll, you know. You'll have to go to the bathroom. Why would you bring that up? I'll be polite and close my eyes and plug my ears while you're... You're making this weird. Thanks? What would possess her to bring that up? Does she even realize what she's saying? Like, you could have just not said anything. This is your own fault. That answers that. Moving right along. We need to discuss how we're going to go about this. Right, that. The Harvest Festival is our deadline, which doesn't give us very much time. We need a plan for when we arrive at the mansion. How about we spill their secret, tell everyone about the girl they've got locked up in the tower, and force them to set her free? That's a really dumb decision. Surely they wouldn't stand for that. You're not smart. Perhaps, but who would anyone believe me? Or how? But, Jesus. If I walked in and said I came from the future and that I know what's going to happen, would anyone actually buy that? Sure, with enough convincing. Even if I did manage to convince them, the tower door was locked in Morgana's rendition of the tale. You need 3 keys to get inside. Mel should have one of them, but stealing his alone won't be enough to get into the tower. True. Giselle's right, and we can save Morgana and change the future. Then that would indeed solve everything. That's not how this is going to go down. But something about this whole situation still doesn't sit right with me. I have to do more just set her free of that tower. I have to find the truth as well, and as I initially set out to do. Regardless, I would like to try and stay on everyone's good side as much as possible for now. Okay, I'll do whatever I can to help. Sure, I appreciate it. I mean, as you know, conversation is not exactly my strong suit. Which means it's my job to hit the brakes whenever you say something stupid. It's a bit too late if I've already said it. Step one is get ourselves into the mansion. We can't hope to make contact with the other two men, much less get Morgana out of there if we're not staying nearby. I'll do what I can. We're almost there. Was he just waiting on us? Or were we walking? We're almost there. See the building in the distance? That's a church. It is the same mansion as I suspected. Seeing it now, knowing what horrible things happened there, is so disheartening. Are happening as we speak. I'll say, it hasn't stopped. In the tower we seek, in the distance. Morgana's locked up all alone. I wish we could just march in there and set her free. Getting into the tower were our only goal. We could probably force our way in with a little work. Is something the matter? Mel, I could probably overpower him and get his key. Hello? But the other two, that almost certainly wouldn't work for. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, sorry, I was lost in thought. Seems kind of strange, doesn't it? What does? I mean, it doesn't look much like a church. At a glance, you'd think it was some noble's estate. So it does. I spent so long there, it never even occurred to me. I was pretty surprised when I first saw it myself. A peculiar place, all told. There's a chapel inside the mansion with this gorgeous stained glass window. It's quite a sight, the sight. Do you know why it was built like that? I'm, not actually sure myself, no. Fucking wonderful, Mel. You're such a good help. Anyway, I'll show you to the chapel. The Saintess should be there too, so I can introduce you. The Saintess? You never heard of her. Everyone around here knows her. She's a nun at the church, and everyone calls her the Saintess. She's practically her own religious figure. Oh, he's not talking about Morgana. You'll just have to see for yourself. Come on. Alright. On our way to the mansion, we passed through a courtyard of sorts. When I lived here, the area was so overgrown with weeds. Apparently, they keep it in better condition in this era. Following Mel's lead, we head through the chapel entrance. Hey, that's familiar. God damn. Oh my. I'm at a loss for words when I see what lies on the other side of those all too familiar doors. While it was barely recognizable as a place of worship in my memory, just 2 columns of battered pews and some piles of rubble, the room I'm looking at now is unequivocally a chapel. So this is what it used to look like. Wonder how far back this is from when we lived. It has to be more than a decade or two. Do you seriously have no concept of time longer than that? After what you've been through? Are you shitting me, Giselle? Maybe 100 years or more. Views and beliefs about the world prevalent in our time are not so different than those of this time. Perhaps the chapel was destroyed in the aftermath of the Harvest Festival. When I first sent to the mansion, there were signs that repairs had been attempted. Stained glass window is behind the pulpit. I'm guessing we can't see it from here. And right next to it is the door to the observation tower. There she is. There's no priest here, she runs the church. You'll want to talk to her first if you're planning to participate in the Harvest Festival. I'll go fetch her for you. Whisking his way between the pews, Boyd disappeared to the back of the chapel, returning with a nun in tow. See her, my face twist for a brief moment. Oh. I wondered, I was like, where the fuck have I seen... Oh. Great, I'm fucking sad now. And really pissed off. I'm gonna rip this pew off the floor and beat a nun to death, I swear to Christ. Oh, it sure is. all but certain at this point that all the major players from behind the 3 doors are present here. Not just the 3 men whose shadows remain in the mansion, also the women who are important parts of their lives. Dressed differently, the way she speaks and the way she holds herself resembles a woman killed by her lover beyond the second door. Oh, no, wait, I thought it was Amy for a second. I was like, wait a fucking second. But that doesn't make sense. Alright, I'm fucking stupid. Never mind. I'm an idiot beyond words. Okay. I thought that was... Jesus. It's fine. It's fine. That makes sense. They're all connected. Well, we thought we 3 separate tales, all stretched back to a single point in time before our own. Huh? Something the matter. Yeah, it's the face. Yeah, it's just... I haven't seen that character art in fucking while. Like, it's been a while now, actually. Is there something the matter? No, I was just thinking how unusual it is for one nun to be managing an entire church by herself. Yes, that's a usual reaction from new visitors. Even I think this assignment is a bit over my head. Assignment? Well, I was at another church before this one. Smaller building, and I wasn't the only nun. The lord of the land ordered me to transfer to a new, larger church he was opening. So here I am. The Lord. There's plenty of space on the property, more than enough to provide shelter for orphan children and aid the sick. It seems rather vacant from what I've seen. Yes, about that. We used to take people in, but circumstances have made that difficult of late. I could take a guess. What kind of circumstances? It's not something I can discuss with an outsider, sorry. I'm guessing it has to do with Morgana's imprisonment here. Do you think she knows about Morgana? I would guess not. The men swore to keep it between the 3 of them. So she's being forced to oversee the mansion, completely oblivious of what's happening here. Which isn't to say she's not connected to it in some way. If she's the girl from the second tale, then she should be close with... is something troubling you? No, my apologies. I got lost in thought. You don't look it, but you're actually a bit of a daydreamer, aren't you? No, I just have voices in my head. That's all. Mel would fit that description much better. Mel would fit that description much better. What? Why? Do I really look like that much of an airhead? Yeah. Ooh, I can see that. Someone has to watch out for him, or he's likely to lose his head in the clouds. Ouch. Even the nun's talking shit. I really don't think I'm that spacey. I'm not trying to say you're spacey, I just feel like I've got to keep one eye on you at all times. It's a lot like what I imagine having a little brother would be like. Ah, fuck, that's right. I am an oldest child, you know. That's worse, you idiot! What's the big deal? You don't want a big sister. Well, I want you to be my little brother. I don't want to be just a capital S sister to you. That's so stiff and formal. No, I want to be your sister, sis. I don't know what I should say about that. I'm a little old to be playing make-believe. Oh, come on. They're quite friendly with one another, it would seem. Oh, I know. Why don't you become her brother, then? What? Hey, I need to go. I'm gonna go. I gotta go. Will you? I will not. Besides, I'm clearly the oldest one here. Why not? I don't think it matters who's older than who. Why don't you shut the hell up? You don't really act all that old anyway. I'm gonna beat this child. I have at least 10 years on you. Your youngest child insecurity is showing. Hey, listen. I'm also in that point, so I feel like I'm being attacked, so shut the hell up, Giselle. Ugh, insecurity. You two are pretty good friends, huh? We can discuss the veracity of that claim later. I'd like to ask you a favor. What is it? I'll gladly help you with anything I can. Could I perhaps borrow a room until the day of the Harvest Festival? I don't have anywhere to stay, or a source of income for that matter. I know it would be taking advantage of your generosity, but I only mean to intrude for a few days. I would be more than happy to offer you a place to stay at any other time. Thanks. But right now, I can't let you stay here. I'm so sorry. Well, damn, so much for that. Don't let one little no stop you, keep pushing. Put on a show, earn her sympathy. Oh, God. I'm an asshole! Can't you be realistic for once? She's a lady of the cloth. If you make her feel bad for you, she'll offer you her aid. Put on a show. You expect me to act. Cough, cough. I'm having another episode, and I was so sure this church would be able to help. That's not gonna convince anyone. Yeah, he's like, shut up. He was perfectly fine on our walk here. Mel, I'm gonna fucking shut the hell up. Shut your mouth, boy. As I said, we did once offer a place of respite for the ailing and needy, but regrettably, for the time being, we're unable to take anyone in. What I can do, though, is give you medicine. Hey, I'm better now. Since we can't let people stay here, with the Lord's generous assistance, we've been handing out medicine instead. So all you do here, then, is give people medication. Yes, I suppose that's what it boils down to. I'm honestly not sure why we're not allowed to offer shelter right now, but we are still able to provide assistance to those in need, so I assume it's just a temporary measure, and we'll be back to take people in again before long. Yeah, with how much he's done for the church, it's not really my place to complain about his decisions. I truly am sorry, I hope you understand. I'm supposed to ask for a tithe in exchange normally, but just this once it's yours free of charge. Could you tell me more about this medicine, please? It's called Saints... Oh... Saint's blood. It's not real blood, of course, that's just what it's called. Hey! Funny thing about that... It sure sounds divine, doesn't it? No, that's not true. Huh? It is real blood. Hey, Mel! Hey, Mel! Hey, Mel. What are you... sorry to butt in. Do you mind if I bring him back to my room? I don't think I mentioned it, but he's an old friend of mine. We've got a lot of catching up to do. Alright. Hey, come on. This way. Well, that sure got that... Yeah! Now he's incredibly leery of you. When she mentioned the blood, I couldn't stop myself. Probably should have kept my mouth shut, though. Yeah, well, we crossed that bridge. So, Mel doesn't say a word the entire way. Smile is retreated, and there's a hint of fear lurking beneath his now stony expression. Spend the trek through the mansion's corridors, pondering how to answer the questions I know are coming. How to solve the problem I put myself in. We enter a bedroom, presumably his, and he closes the door behind us. Can see the distrust in his eyes as he glares at me. I have to ask, who exactly are you? Why did you say that back there? That Saint's blood is actual blood. In response to his pressing eye, let's be careful. We don't have much time, but it's in our best interest to tread carefully. Too much we don't know yet. It would not be wise to make a rash decision. With him as tense and suspicious as he is right now, it won't be easy to get his key or persuade him to tell us how he ended up here. Furthermore, my experiences with the Three Shades tell me if I'm not careful, I could be putting myself in unimaginable danger. Brief flash of what might have happened as I spoke too soon crosses my mind, sending a chill down my spine. If I want to get Mel on my side, I'm gonna need something more, something decisive. Something that'll convince him he needs to come clean and set Morgana free. Regardless, being cautious isn't gonna mean much if I can't get them to let us stay in the mansion. We need to be nearby to keep an eye on things, gather information. How to go about that, though? Assuming he's not voluntarily involved, maybe all we had to do is ask for his help in setting Morgana free and he'll work with us. Perhaps. Being so direct will only invite more suspicion, but she's probably on the right track. Met a shadow, it was burdened with great regret. Begged me to help him. My remark about the saint's blood was based on stories I once heard about a person whose blood was said to have healing properties. Stories? Maybe they haven't made it out this far, I don't know, but they tell of a girl born in a distant village, a saint and the daughter of God. Thought that perhaps the nun might be the saint spoke of in the stories, and I was hoping for the opportunity to see a miracle performed with my own eyes. I have to say, you looked more angry than excited. I didn't hide it very well, I guess. Maybe it appeared that way to you, but I've never had a very friendly face. If you say so. Long as you're telling the truth. Boy, I technically am. I myself have to wonder, why did my remarks seem to bother you so much? What? Is there something more to this saint's blood than you're telling me? No. Something that would make you want to get me alone and interrogate me. There's nothing. I just, didn't want to scare anyone with all that talk of blood, since there's not actually any in it. Hey. And I didn't know about the stories, so... It's just medicine, I swear. As you say. It's got nothing to do with the saint in your stories. To change the subject, could I ask you to convince the nun to allow me to stay here? Huh? Weren't you listening? We can't take anyone in right now. Which is why I'm asking for your recommendation. You live on the premise, don't you? I'm more a supervisor of sorts. Then you should have some say in the matter. Why? Until the Harvest Festival is all I'm asking. Why not get a room at an inn? I'm poor, you fuck! If you need money, I'll spare you some coin. I must stay in this mansion. But why? Those are my instructions. What? You know the stained glass window in the chapel behind the pulpit? I was named after the Archangel Michael depicted there. The angel came to me in a vision, instructing me to watch over the festival here. From where you were standing, you couldn't possibly have seen the window in that much detail. No, I couldn't. You couldn't? Oh, I get it. You've been to the church before and you're just acting like you haven't. There's a metal door off to the side leading to an observation tower. Yeah, you can see the tower from outside. Inside is a long spiral staircase. Not made of stone, but wood. There's a single door at the top of the stairs. How? What are you really here for? All that vision stuff is a lie. I'm not here to cause you any trouble. In fact, I am on your side. I don't know about that. You show up out of nowhere and expect me to believe your nonsense. All I ask is for you to allow me to stay until the day of the festival. If you can do that for me, then I'll make you the promise I could not before. I have not forgotten your pleas for salvation. I know you want to be free. Let me guess, you saw that in a vision too. If you want to call it that, then you can. I never once asked for you to save me. You're mad. I was. But fine. I've got nothing to hide anyway. If I say you're a friend, the Saintess should be willing to accommodate you. Wait, I already told you you were my friend, didn't I? I'll try and persuade her. I don't know what your deal is, but try not to cause any trouble, okay? Oh, believe me, I'm going to. For your own sake. I won't. Oh, we're going to. Only until the festival. You're not getting another day out of me or her. And this isn't your home, so don't act like it is. Of course. Thank you. You know, I never did get your name. It's Michelle. Right. After the Archangel Michael. Just like you said. I've never really cared much for Michael, to be honest. He weighs your soul in one hand on his perfectly balanced scales and then delivers its punishment with a sword in the other. He's not an angel of salvation. Out of curiosity, could you perhaps be... No, never mind. It's turned into a bit of a storage area, but there's an open room you can use. I'll show you the way. I appreciate your courtesy. Huh. Well, this is just lovely. There are cracks in the ceiling and the walls peeling off. There is a bed at least, but it's coated in dust. This was a storeroom when I lived here, as I recall. Sorry about the condition. I didn't choose a bad room for you on purpose, I promise. If you want to sleep somewhere more comfortable, you're not going to find that here. Yeah, thanks. Not a problem. I'm grateful to have a room at all. If you say so. Well, I have work to do, so I should be on my way. I'll talk to the Saintess as promised. I imagine she'll make supper for you at some point. Do keep your crazy talk to yourself around her. I'll make a note of it, thank you, and I'll ignore you. See you. We made it work, somehow. Somehow. It's a lot of pressure being under that much suspicion, huh? Heart was pounding the whole time. And that the Archangel Michael came to me in a vision stuff. I never expected you to go there. Honestly, that might not be far from the truth at this point. Why'd you tell him that anyway? Because I didn't think telling him, I know the future and I need your help to change it, would have gone over very well. Besides, those who yearn for redemption have a tendency to latch on to the spiritual. I thought taking advantage of that would work to our benefit. Damn. You know, I bet you make a pretty good con artist. Alright. My head lady's talking shit about me again. I did what I thought was necessary. I know. Besides, you have every intention of keeping your promise, don't you? Whether or not Mel can be saved is up to him. I'll lend him my hand, though. You say it's all on him, but deep down you know you're on his side. I still want to deck him. We're complete strangers to this Mel, but I can't bring myself to think of him that way. We just met today, but it feels like reuniting with an old friend. He's the same old Mel. And you were actually there, part of his life. Which I imagine makes the sentiment all the stronger. You don't feel the same way. I don't think of him as a total stranger, no. However, nothing. I was about to say something incredibly cynical, but I caught myself. Damn it! What? It's nothing, don't worry about it. Yeah. Damn it. I thought he would have had it like as a little bubble above that. He's like, I'm going to deck him. I got my arm torn up because of him. I was always the one with nothing to offer, powerless to be of anyone's help. Anything motive me, it's not concern for the boy. A desire to prove that someone like me can do something. It didn't take much arm twisting to get him to give us a room, so who knows, maybe he'll come over to our side easier than either of us expect. Him giving us a room was not simply out of kindness. Keeping me nearby allows him to keep an eye on me. He doesn't trust me, but he also doesn't know enough about me to decide what to do yet. He needs time, and doing this gives him that time. If he decides keeping her around is not to his advantage, he will act accordingly. Do you really think he'll do anything to hurt you? He won't, but there are others who will. Mel's a kind boy, and, well, to be frank, I don't think he has the spine for it. It's hard to say, but even if he doesn't, we still have the other two men to worry about. Yeah. Nevertheless, his cooperation will undoubtedly be the easiest of the three to gain. We were fortunate to run into him first. What makes you say that? Did you ever have a chance to see the shadows trapped in the mansion? Shadows? I might have. But around the time Hayden Rhodes passed away, I wasn't really there anymore. I stopped thinking, stopped trying to make sense of the things inhabiting the house. I had become merely another part of the cursed mansion. I was only able to converse with them after I reclaimed myself. Suppose much like the rules differ between the realms of the living and the dead, so too they differ for those who have lost their grip on reality. As I was searching for a way to get you out of the tower, I encountered and spoke with the three men's shadows. Of the three, Mel was the least threatening. He bears a great deal of regret. Yearns for someone to save him. I heard him muttering, "This isn't what I wanted." He doesn't want to be involved in this. Someone else is holding the reins. My first guess would be the Lord, but regardless, they're not equals in this endeavor. If he wants out, then maybe we would have agreed to help if we told him we're here to save Morgana. Carelessly revealing our hand at this stage did not seem wise. We would have never gotten to this point if we were so easy to stop. So I guess our first task is to earn Mel's trust. Morgana's death is in 3 days. We have until then to get all 3 keys. It won't be easy. I mean, we weren't even present in this world until today. Exactly. We have no one to vouch for us, no one who even knows who we are. But we have knowledge. Quite a bit of it, in fact. We not only know what happened in this area, but you showed me their lives as well. From that, we can deduce how they might behave and to whom they have ties. You're right, we do. We know things we should have no way of knowing. We can use that knowledge to our advantage. The various interpersonal relationships are where we can get our edge, I think. They each have their reasons for locking Morgana up, and if I'm right, they're doing it for other people. It's these powerful bonds driving them. Mel's driving force would be his sister, for instance. Are they mere bonds, or is it fate that ties them together? You're right, we should find and talk to his sister. Mel's more likely to act if it's coming from her than us. I agree, if his darling sister tells him to stop, he won't have any reason to continue his involvement. Knowing how the first tale ended make me slightly uncertain, but for now we can work under the assumption that he does genuinely care for her. What do you want to bet she's somewhere nearby? I mean, she will be. It was her death that sparked the chaos on the day of the Harvest Festival. Right, it was. Huh? No, you're exactly right. But what I was going to say is that people tend to keep those they care about most close by. Or they care most about close by. But up here I have a bad tendency to focus too much on the facts. That was entirely unnecessary of me. Yourself did not need to be reminded of that. Yeah, I'm sorry. What for? For being careless with my words, inconsiderate? No need to apologize for the truth. Besides, you and inconsiderate are like oil and water. And today, you're the fire to my oil. Goddamn. We have 3 days to stop this tragedy. Let's get to work. Let's. Probably have more luck asking than just searching for her. If we can't find Mel, the nun might know. Off we go. Okay. Ah. As I step into the chapel, I see an old man waving to the nun as he heads for the door. The man is practically beaming, and judging by the vial in his hand, he's happy about more than simply having the chance to see her. Is that? Yeah, probably is. According to Morgana's accounts, a disease began spreading through the city at the Harvest Festival, eventually eradicating the population. A time like this, where medicine knowledge is so limited, a plague would be almost unstoppable. The sight of so many people dying so quickly could appear to them the work of a demon or a curse. Come from the future, so we just know how dangerous this is. But they have no idea. Morgana described it as a tale that could have only taken place in an area of miracles and spirituality. And about that, she couldn't be more right. Could we maybe warn everyone against taking the medicine? No. Assume the sickness was caused by them ingesting blood at any rate. It's not medicine they're being given, but bottled disease like some sick joke. If we could convince them to stop taking Saint's blood, then maybe that would prevent the city from being destroyed. But the fact that it's being distributed in the house of the Lord, peddled as a miracle cure, plays right into their deep-rooted spirituality. Even be possible to convince them otherwise? No. No. Besides, it's not them we came here to save, but no, that's veering too far off our intended path. We need to find the truth and save Morgana's soul. Putting ourselves out like that is only going to get us unwanted attention and make people suspicious. We don't have that kind of time. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's just, knowing what they're doing to themselves, I couldn't help but think that maybe there was something we could do. Especially considering how it all turns out. I understand the sentiment, or rather, I understand your reasoning. But for me, Morgana takes priority over any of them. And you over everything. Releasing Morgana's soul should save yours as well. If we can eliminate the mansion's darkness, then you won't have to be trapped here as it's made. I have no interest in being the hero of the masses. Let's go ask about Mel's sister then. Okay. I turn my gaze back to the nun, fire kneeling in one of the pews. Bows her head and begins to whisper a prayer. No one else in the chapel. Now's the perfect time to ask. When we approach, she falls silent and turns to face me, wearing her usual disarming smile. Hello, Michelle. Mel was just here. Told me everything. Can't turn away a friend of Mel's now, can we? Sorry for turning you down earlier. No worries, I did a poor job of explaining myself. So did you need something? Let me guess, medicine. No. No, I'm in perfectly good health. I figured you were lying. Can ask her about Saint's blood some other time. Well, I have a number of questions about the man she's close to right now. Mel's sister is priority. Are you familiar with Mel's younger sister? She has flaxen hair much like him. Oh, you mean Nellie. Are you her friend too? I would say we're more... Better off just saying you're friends. Friends, yes. Huh? What about her? I'd like to speak with her and I was wondering if you might know where I can find her. Nellie should be down at the cottage, I believe. The cottage? Yep, that's where I stay too. I don't sleep in the mansion itself. So you don't live here but only work. Right, for one, there are men who live here. The Lord likes to show up on occasion too, and we can't have a nun wandering around while he's here. Okay. So you and Nellie live together then? Yep. We have for about 6 months or so, ever since she and Mel showed up. I wanted to let her stay with her brother, but since this is technically church property, we have to keep the boys and girls separate. I see. I'm so glad to hear Nellie's got a friend, though. What? She's not from around here, so she doesn't have many acquaintances. With how sick she can get, she doesn't spend much time outside. Which is a shame because she's such a sweet little girl. I'm her friend, of course, but I've got responsibilities. Can only be around so often. So I'm sure she'd be delighted to have someone else to talk to. It would be my pleasure. Could you, tell me the way to the cottage, then? Oh, sure, it's not that far from here. You go down. Are her instructions gonna be shit? Directions I got from the nun led me to a place I know from my own time. It's the same building where the man who had been ordered to keep me under surveillance stayed. Sunlight seeps relentlessly through the trees, and I find myself having to look down at my feet as I follow the path. It's blindingly bright, painful. How are you holding up, Michelle? I'll be alright. Sun's past its peak. In a few hours, it won't be nearly as bad. Don't push yourself, okay? Okay. The trek is a reminder of just how inconvenient my body always was, and having this chance to experience being alive again comes with both the good parts and the bad. But now is hardly the time to complain about my sensitivity to the sun. It's not long before we reach a clearing, a small cottage surrounded by a small garden coming into view. And crouching by a flower bed, picking flowers, is a flaxen-haired girl. Are you Nellie? Though several details of her appearance don't match my memory of her, she still has that distinct hair. It could be nobody else. This Nellie is considerably thinner and looks rather frail. The effects of her being ill, I presume. Who are you? My name is Michelle. I have a few questions to ask you. Can we talk for a bit? I would have thought she'd have said something by now. You're being way too blunt, Michelle. You've gone and scared her. What else was I supposed to say? You have to approach slowly, carefully. Go on, give her a smile. You do know what you're asking. Smile. I'm only here to talk. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, that is definitely not a nice smile. I can't even see it and I can still tell. What did you expect? I can't just smile on demand. God damn it. I mean, Batman has come to kidnap. Save me to your smell before his Batman does. Hey, no. Calm down, please. I'm not gonna do anything to you. Jill's just like, God fucking damn it, this idiot. Don't get any closer. Now you're trying to... crap. I'm not gonna do bad things to you. Ah, fuck. Alright, that was... Oh. Don't move or I'll call the guards on you. Please, calm down. I mean, you no harm, honestly. That's what all bad men say. Well, she's smart. No, yeah, don't just watch. This would be a fantastic time for a little advice. Got it? Maybe she'll calm down if you mention Mel. You're a genius. No, you're just fucking stupid. I'm a friend of Mel's. What? He was telling me about you. How you wanted someone to talk to. He asked me to go keep you company. Mel asked you to come talk to me. You did. Do you trust me now? So that makes you his friend, then. As much as it pains me to admit. You idiot! What on earth possessed you to say that? Slip of the tongue. Yeah, you know, it happens. You and him, huh? Is that so? Yes. You're pretty old to be friends with my Mel. God damn it, you're right, but shut up. Are you really, really, really his friend? Really? Then prove it. Do I have to? How so? If you're really his friend, then you should be able to tell me all about him. Why in God's name would you ever subject me to that? Do you not like Mel? I mean, that's not it. We're just incompatible. Okay, here we go. First question, what is my Mel like most of all? It's you. I'm pretty sure. You think so too. You think I'm his favorite thing in the whole world. I'd like to believe that's what he thinks. I think it'd be wonderful I could always be his... I'm sad and slightly disturbed. Success of Left Wrist Brothers still out in full force, I see. Second question, what kind of person is my Mel? I mean, there's answers I want. Yeah, he's nice. That's right, he's a very nice guy. He can have his head in the clouds sometimes, other than that, he's... Sure. You know your stuff. To be honest, I was just saying what you wanted to hear. Shut the hell up. Even Giselle's like, you fucking idiot. Yeah, why do you talk? Okay, final question. Describe what he looks like for me. Sure. Why not? If you listen carefully, you can hear part of my brain screaming. You know how gears just get stuck and they start just rattling and they just can't get loose, you know? It's real close, except you multiply it. Mel can be a prince in a fairy tale. He's got the... May I ask you something? Huh? You do realize he's still growing, right? And that can change a man in unimaginable ways. Could end up with 2 heads taller, shoulders twice as broad, and muscle, yeah. Why would you say that? Shut up. Still consider Mel your prince if that happened to him. Beard. Won't have it, that's not... Yeah. She wants a femboy for life. You're heading into dangerous waters, Mel. No kidding. Mel will never ever grow a beard. Pray every day to make sure of it. Won't get all big and muscly either. Nothing princely about any of that. Yeah. Get those gains, you pale bitch. Curiously, did you ever want to be buff like that? Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Not even a goddamn question. Hell yeah. I don't think the beef would like, I don't know. It's like, how many times have you been stabbed in the soul, you poor fuck? Well, that's the last of my questions. You're not a complete stranger, it seems. Sure, why not? You can be my Mel's friend. Why, thank you. This is great. I was sure you were a bad man. Of course you do. Why is it that the first impression everyone has of me is never that I'm someone decent? I mean, it's many words. Any friend of Mel's must be a good person. No, an amazing person. That's quite the faith you have in him. Why wouldn't I? He's my big brother. That is some circular logic. Huh? Is it just you? Is Mel not coming? He's rather busy at the moment. Oh. He always has something to take care of, that Mel. He's hardly given me any attention these past couple months. But that's okay, because today I've got you to keep me company. Yes, you do. I can't stay long, though. Alright, just stay until sundown then. You had something you wanted to ask me, didn't you? Well, if you're good enough, friend, I'll tell you anything you want to know. And how do I go about that? Talking. Lots and lots of talking. You have to keep me entertained. Oh, God. Just kill me now. It's like, you know what? Maybe we should let the future happen. I don't need that. You're asking far too much of me. She's not asking much of all. Yes, you are. She just wants to talk. I know. Just get the bucket and waterboard me. Oh, wait, fuck, that actually happened. Ah, fuck, I'm sad again. Do you think someone who spent 13 years in isolation knows the first thing about holding a pleasant conversation? Hey, now, I was there for a year of that. Yeah, I know. I'll help you come up with topics, so go on. Do you not want to talk to me? No, I do. I'm just not much of a conversationalist. Okay, then, instead of talking, you can say... I dislike both of these children! I've never seen a minstrel before, but I've always wanted to know what kind of songs they sing. Will you show me? Huh. I've never seen one myself either, but I have heard secondhand accounts of the songs of traveling jonglers. Very well then. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. I'll teach you a song an old acquaintance of mine heard while traveling. I can't wait. How bad is this gonna be? Here goes. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Yeah. I know, isn't it? I'm shocked. I don't think I've heard someone sing so badly. Me neither. I'm flabbergasted. Let's hear you try then. That's enough singing for today. I don't want my ears to fall off. Vicious little... I know. I know, let's bake something. Bake something. Yep, come on inside. I made some nice jam earlier today, and I want to make it into a pretty little pie. You get to help me with that. I'm not much of a... Come on, get a move on. You either help or you don't get to be my friend. You pushy little shit. As you wish. This is not going to end well. We might kill this child before the fucking disease does. Uh-huh. That's about right. Yeah. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How on earth did you manage to turn a pie into this monstrosity? I gave it my best shot. There's only one explanation. You're possessed. Technically, yes, but damn it. It's true he is, but I'm a perfectly good chef. I like how the ghost is offended. He's like, how dare you? This shit ain't my fault. Ghost's just naturally terrible at it. God, could this go any worse? Oh, we've still got time. Can't give this to Mel. Jerk, dimwit, loser. I'm sorry. Ugh. Well, I guess we've got no choice but to eat it ourselves. I'll set the table. What? And I'll make us some tea while I'm at it. You know, I've always dreamed of this, sitting around a table with a friend, having snacks and just talking. No? Yep, and for that I can deal with a little awful, disgusting pie. It's just too bad I couldn't share it with my milk, too. I see. For all her complaining, she seems to be enjoying herself. Can only imagine how lonely she is out here. While she may act all bright and cheerful, beneath it is a real sense of isolation. The same can be said about the girl behind the first door. As vivacious and pushy as she could be, you can see hints of loneliness. Brother was practically all she had while she lived in the mansion, but if I were to guess, that's not the life she really wanted. Bet she would have preferred to be able to go out and play with friends. Born into a noble family takes away a lot of your freedom. Even in such drastically different time periods, she's still the same girl inside. Actually, maybe the parallels extend beyond her as a person and into the courses of their two different lives. Perhaps I mean all those who are reconstructed and work on his wish are destined to lead similar lives. Though destined might be putting it too nicely. Nelly. Huh? I would be glad to lend you my ear if you would like. You can talk about the weather or your brother, anything you want. Hey, how about not the second one? You will? Great, take a seat. Got lots I want to talk about. Oh, great. More than you can possibly imagine. I should pour a shot for this poor fucker for dealing with this. She'll never guess what Mel said next. I mean more to him than anyone in the world. So I'm growing flowers out in the garden, right? Well, when I've got enough of them, I'm going to make a big bouquet and give it to Mel. Back at home, we got this really, really big yard with this huge tree we used to take naps under when it was nice out. So what do you think about the tea I made? The flower petals really ties it all together. Oh, and you won't believe what happened after that. Oh, God. I can hear... There's no text, and I can hear this man begging for death right now. Alright, well, the music went away. Care for another cup of tea? I'll make as much as you can drink. No, thank you. I'm fine. Feel like all I did was nod and listen. Bulk of it was about Mel, no less. I haven't talked that much in ages. Time sure flew by, huh? Sun's starting to set. Do you and the nun not speak much? We do, but it's kind of, I don't know, not really the same with her. It just feels, I guess, like she's too important for me to waste her time, being the lady in charge of the church, and pretty much the whole estate. And what about Mel? Does he not visit you very often? No, he does. Comes to see me a lot. Then why... He hasn't been himself lately. My old Mel would always happily listen to whatever I had to say, but now he seems kind of distracted. It sounds like he's really busy. When he visits, he doesn't stay for long, and he has to go back to the mansion at night. I'll try to get him to stay longer, but it never works. And he always avoids the question when I ask him why he can't. Feels like he's hiding something. Yeah. Knowing what he's hiding, can understand why he wouldn't want to talk about it. Could never tell his little sister that he and 2 other men have a girl locked up and he's stealing her blood for his sake. I wish things could have stayed the way they were before. The way they were before. When it was just the 2 of us living together. I know we're more stable here and I can get the medicine I need from the church. But I'd rather stay being sick than be so alone. You said you came here around 6 months ago. Yep, it was just the 2 of us before that. Well, before that, at our old house, we had a bunch of servants. But I never really liked it there either. With that many people around, I just felt more alone. I liked it so much better when it was just me and Mel. Is that really what you want? To be sick and in constant pain? It's better than being alone. Mel just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand that the loneliness is so much worse. Or maybe that's just a guy thing. They don't get what it's like to be ignored. Feels like to be left in the dark, not knowing anything. Fuck, I'm sad again. We don't understand, no. We think saving their lives matters above all. Huh? Even if there is a cost to saving that life. Incapable of gauging how great it is. Unable to see how egotistical, how self-serving our actions are. Are you talking about yourself? The same could be said of Mel as well, I imagine. Mel's still around, though. He's there, but it's like he's trying to avoid me. All I want is for him to be here, be with me. That's all I really want. Doesn't even have to be perfect fairy tale prince. Have you even ever told him that? What? Have you ever told him that he doesn't have to be the perfect brother? Just be happy with having him here. Have you ever put those feelings into words? I'm always telling him I want him around, and that he doesn't have to be your prince to do so. Uh-huh. He's already said he will be my prince, and he always smiles whenever I talk about it. So how am I supposed to turn around and say he doesn't have to be my prince anymore? I know it's not your intention to force an ideal image onto him, but unconsciously, subconsciously, that's what you're doing when you talk like that. And Mel, he's trying to meet those expectations. Actually, he may not be conscious of it himself. And he just believes deep down that's kind of the person he's supposed to be. Or more accurately, he seems to have a need to make things look good to others. Or make himself look good to others. Believes that if he's good to others, they'll be good to him in return. Am I a burden? I can assure you he's better off with you around. But I am a burden to him right now, aren't I? Be honest with me. Yes, you are. Does Mel not like me anymore? Jesus Christ. Is that why he's been avoiding me? Promise you that's not the case. At the very least, he's doing what he's doing now because of how much he cares about you. Promise? I promise. Yeah, you've made that clear. Too much, in fact. To be honest, I know I do. I understand that really. I know I'm making his life difficult. Mel's all I have. It's the only person I can latch on to. I can't control. Maybe you should. It can be difficult to tame your emotions at your age. Nothing wrong with that. However, you should have taken stock of those emotions, sorted through everything you got on your mind, and then sat down with him to talk it out. Even if those things you feel seem... Yeah. Should have opened up, taken the time to figure out what was best for the both of you. You two need to face the things you carried in your heart, things your brother carried in his. Not doing so, you ended up never quite on the same page. Small misunderstandings piling up until it all comes crashing down. They just talked it out, communicated to another. Maybe their tragedy could have been avoided. Even with her curse in play. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe things wouldn't have escalated the way they did. Actions that night were arguably hysteric. She wasn't always like that. I'm sorry. That was out of line. None of this is any of my business, I know. No need to apologize. You're a very curious man, you know that? Huh? Only met a couple hours ago, but you talk like you've known me my whole life. It's like you can hear everything I'm thinking, see everything in my heart. Not right now. Did Mel tell you all of that? No, he did not tell me much. I didn't think so. He doesn't know me that well. It's not too late, is it? If I talk to him, really tell him how I feel, you think Mel will listen. I know he will. I won't make things worse. Won't make him... a little bit. There is a chance that rifts may form at first. Those cracks can be filled again. Promise you the result will be something much better than if you had held it in. It'll all work out. Okay. Next time I see Mel, I'll tell him. Tell him he doesn't have to try to be my prince. Good. You really are a curious man. The first person to ever talk to me like I'm a real person. Everyone loves to say how sweet and adorable I am, but that's it. Only ever their make-believe princess. You are a real person, I assure you. I mean... Thanks. You know, after talking to you, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Like I can do anything. I'm glad you came by today. I'm glad I could meet you in person. Yeah, it's weird. It really feels like we've known each other our entire lives. I've known you for some time. Perhaps I should say what you will become. Huh? Oh no, ignore me. Were you? Was that... Jesus Christ. Show, you fucking idiot. Yeah. No, I wasn't. Now you're this little shit. I need to go. I swear that's not what it was. I know. Do you really think I trust you that little? Sorry. I just had the most wonderful idea. Did you? Oh? Yeah. Instead of being my friend, I'll let you become something even better. Huh? You're my second brother. Hey, I'm gonna go. Second brother. Brother is much, much more special to me than a friend. Obviously, you can't be my number one. I'm blanking. It's like, I got nothing. Taking a liking to you, this is good for us. I'm not sure how I feel about her putting so much trust in me so quickly, though. Amount of time it takes isn't important. This is that you listen to her, you understand, and you treat her like a real person. You're someone she can depend on. God damn it, somebody cue the social link music. You do not want me as your sister. Actually, I was the youngest child, so having a younger sibling would be what? Come on, spit it out. It would be rather nice. Oh god, he graduated to middle child. You bet it would. Who wouldn't want an adorable little sister like me? That's a bit narcissistic, wouldn't you say? Well, it's true, isn't it? And tell me I'm adorable, dearest Michelle. Hey, I'm gonna go. Well, don't just stare at me. If my Mel were here, he wouldn't bat an eye. Yeah, but I'm not him, so I'm gonna go. Please don't compare me to him. You know, now might be a good time to tell her about Morgana. Part of me feels like I'd be taking advantage of her newly earned trust, but it'll certainly be easier to bring up now while she holds me in such high regard. Much more likely to believe me. You're right. I agree, now's probably the best chance we'll get. Especially considering how little time we have. I can't shake the feeling I'm rushing things, but at this point, all I can do is go with it and pray it works out. If we had the time, I think we all like to hold off. Nella looks like she's having so much fun. And even you seem to be enjoying yourself. No, I'm just... It's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm having fun watching you myself. Yeah, of course you are. Let's do it. Let's tell her about Morgana. We have to do it at some point anyway. Yes, let's. Nelly, do you mind if I ask you a question? What is it? Ask me anything you want. Have you heard of something called Saint's Blood? You mean the medicine? Yes, except it's not actually. I know, yeah. Huh? Saintess blood, not the medicine. But no telling. You... what? One day before we moved here, when it was just me and Mel, the Saintess came to visit. Might have been all foggy for a long time, like I was not quite asleep, but not quite awake either. When I heard her soft, pleasant voice, the fog cleared a bit. Then she performed a miracle for me. Blood is awful and gross and terrible, but the Saintess, hers is different. Hers is pure. So you're saying you know everything, Nelly? About the observation tower and... Huh? The tower, what about it? That's where they keep her. What? No, the Saintess is always in the chapel. She stays here with me, she comes back at nights. In fact, she should be here any minute now. God fucking damn it. So she thinks the Saintess is the nun and not Morgana. No, Nellie, that blood comes from... I'm really, really grateful to her. She didn't just perform the one miracle, she's been taking care of me while I'm here too. Shut up, you stupid little child! So whenever I see her, I always say thank you. I thank her for sharing her blood with me. She always says it's nothing with a big smile. Nellie? No. The nun has no idea. She just assures Nellie's thanking her for giving her the medicine. I owe the Saintess my life. No, Nellie. She's not the one you should be grateful to. Huh? The girl you owe your life to has been locked up and suffering and alone even as we speak. But the Saintess is at the church. The girl who came to visit you is not the nun everyone calls the Saintess. Her name is Morgana. What are you talking about, Michelle? The Saintess is locked up. Stop that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Please believe me. While you were lying in bed, sick and barely conscious, did you get a good look at the Saintess who gave you her blood? You didn't, did you? You couldn't make out any details because your mind was a haze. And then when you arrived at this estate, you met a woman who people called the Saintess, giving out medication known as Saint's Blood. So you assumed she was the one who had cured you. That's the story you chose to believe. If what you're saying is true, then where's the other Saintess, the one who came to see me? At the top of the mansion's observation tower. The door of the tower is locked. She's imprisoned there. And how do you know this? Because wouldn't be wise to tell her I'm from the future just yet. Only serve to confuse her further. Need to do is convince her of right now is that Morgana is being held in the tower. There's an idea. Perhaps I can borrow from the story the white-haired girl told Mel. I received a letter. A letter? There's a single window far out of reach in the chamber at the top of the tower. A dove flew in through the window, and so she wrote a letter, tying it to the bird's leg and releasing it in hopes someone would come to set her free. Letter ended up in my hands. If that's the case, then who locked her up? Was it the Saintess, the one I know? No, I don't believe the nun is aware. I think she's simply doing her job in good faith. Then who? Michelle, I know very well that what I'm about to say will likely crush her. Can't let that stop me. Who would do such a terrible thing? Nellie, I want you to brace yourself for what I'm about to say. There are 3 men participating in Morgana's imprisonment. And one of those 3 is your brother Mel. I understand if that's the last thing you want to hear. Please believe me, I would not say something so upsetting lightly. Wish to save Morgana, the true saint. I would like your assistance. Without your help, I can't get her out of that tower. I need you to get through to Mel, otherwise both he and Morgana will remain entrapped. That's not true. Huh? Nellie? Lying, you have to be. I would never do something so horrible. You're a terrible liar. It's true, I swear to you. You think I'm gonna believe that? Mel's an amazing, wonderful person. He's not cruel and evil. Good and kind like a prince. Prince would never lock someone up. I know you're not blind, Nellie. I can see that all your prince talk has been putting pressure on him. So you think that's gonna change my mind? He hasn't a reason to do any of that. But he does, Nellie. He's certainly not happy about it, no, but he's doing it for you. What do you mean? He needs her blood to keep you healthy, so to ensure he always had a supply. Now, despite that, Saint's blood probably doesn't even have healing properties. No one benefits from doing this. Not you, not Mel, and certainly not Morgana. And I don't think anyone can stop him except you. Mel won't listen to me. Did you not just say you would talk things through with him? Just shut up. Stop talking already. I'm done listening to you. I'll never believe you. You're not my brother anymore. You're just a horrible, horrible man. Who do you think you are to march in here and try to make my Mel into the bad guy? And after I made you my second brother, what's wrong with you? I trusted you. It's terrible. I ate nasty pie and I had tea with you. You're just a mean, evil man here to turn me against my Mel. I know you don't want to believe me, but I'm telling you the truth, every word. I beg you to open your eyes. Ask him yourself. If you don't believe me, then ask Mel about Morgana. I guarantee you he'll panic. Enough already. Get out of here, get out this instant. Don't say my name, just go away, get out of here. Now, I don't want to see you ever again. Should have chased you off the moment I saw you. Get out now. I pray you can find it in yourself to open your eyes and face the truth. Yeah, fine. One last thing before I go, Nellie. Well, that was a bust. It's my only option, I know that. I feel like all I accomplished by telling her was bringing her more pain. It's a difficult balance. Just have to pray you're able to get through to her. Sure, she'll come around. If only we had a little more time. 3 days, it will be all over. Gone, and the entire web of people connected to her will die. That's not enough time. Let's return to the mansion and look for Mel. I'd like to speak with him. There's a chance we can get even the smallest bit of Nellie's feelings through to him. Maybe he'll have a change of heart. Hopefully. It's hardly going to be elegant, but it's what must be done. What time is it? It's been 2 hours. We might call here. We'll go 15 minutes. Did you just get back? Santis was telling me you went to see Nellie. What do you think? Sweet girl, isn't she? That she is. Though she can be a bit of a handful at times. I'm glad you could keep her company for a bit. Now, just to be sure, you kept a lid on all your crazy talk, right? She treated me to some tea, nothing more. The stuff with the flower powders in it, yeah? She thinks there's some kind of charm to make it taste better. Girls seem to have a thing for stuff like that. Mel? Huh? Could you spare a bit of time for me? We need to talk. Oh, sure. Can it wait a bit, though? I have to run a little errand after supper. Oh, hell no. When I'm done with that, I'll meet you in your room. Alright. You think the errand is bringing Morgana her meal, presumably? Might be able to catch the three of them opening the door if we trail Mel. It's too big a risk. Mel's already wary enough as is. And we don't know how the other two might react either. Best to play it safe. No one's gonna come to our defense if we're caught. Not at this point in time. So we better off waiting in our room. Agreed. What do you bet all three of them are gonna be there with him? Though winter is receded in spring as well upon the land, there's still a sharp chill in the night air. Even with the windows shut, the wind still managed to slip through the cracks, making the candle flame waver. Neither Giselle nor I may say much of anything. Nevertheless, when she does speak, the sound of her voice, soft and pleasant, relaxes my nerves. The faint sound of her breathing reminds me I'm not alone, that she's there, always watching over me. candle is about half gone. The door swings open. Sorry it took so long. What did you want to talk about? You didn't bring anyone with you? No, I didn't. Who did you think I would bring? No one. I was just checking. Now, I'll get straight to the point. You're afflicted with a great deal of remorse, are you not, Nell? Pardon? I know what you're doing, what you're involved in. I know the girl at the top of the observation tower very well. Her name is Morgana, and you have her imprisoned in the tower. The door requires 3 keys to open, which you possess one. You need her for her miracle blood. How? I came here to stop you. How do you know any of that? It's not possible she could have told anyone. Did one of them tell you? No, it wasn't them. I was told all of this by Morgana herself. How could she? What I'm about to tell you is going to seem impossible, but every word of it is the truth. I'm not from this time. Many, many years after her death, Morgana's soul told me what happened to her. What? What are you even talking about? She's still alive. You're not from this time. What? Are you mad? Can you come up with any other explanation for how I would know everything here? Or everything I know? There's a single window in the room at the top of the tower. Or window in the room at the top of the tower. Small, insignificant thing that sits high upon the wall. And entirely useless for communicating with the outside world. In 3 days' time, during the Harvest Festival, Morgana will die. And I must prevent that from happening. Prevent it. To do that, I need your key. Will you give it to me? There you go, talking nonsense again. You know, I warned you not to kick up any dust for your own sake. Guess I didn't get through, huh? I don't care who you are or where you came from. All that matters is you intend to stand in our way. What, did you think I was a helpless little boy? You could take my key without any trouble. Well, you'd be right about that. If it was only me, stealing my key and setting her free would be a trivial matter. But it's not only me. And the other two, they won't hesitate to kill you. Your life, anyone's life, means nothing to them. You don't know what they're like. Terrifying they can be. They're killers. I'll tell them everything you told me. Tell them you know our secret. And don't come crying to me when they come for you. I warned you. Is that what you want? Will you find the comfort you seek by bringing their devoted little slave, keeping Morgana imprisoned in that tower? What else can I... If you feel at all ashamed about your part in this, want to do something to correct it, you need to take that step. You can't fix this problem on your own, no, but I'm here to help. I'm not ashamed about anything. Yeah, sure, buddy. Don't lie to yourself. Don't act like you know how I feel. The hell is your deal anyway? Show up out of nowhere spouting all this I'll save you and I'm here to help rubbish. You need only do this for your sister. See, now that's ridiculous. If I wash my hands of this, I won't have access to the witch's blood anymore. And without that, Nellie can't get better. She'll die without that blood. Her blood has no miraculous healing powers. You only believe it does, making it appear to work. You're mad. Morgana's blood is not curing Nellie. In fact, it may very well be killing her. If you keep giving her that blood, Nellie will also lose her life during the Harvest Festival. What? You're standing on the precipice of a horrific tragedy, and you're going to take everyone down with you if you don't turn back now. What are you... All 3 of you are going to lose everything on the day of the festival. There's only one way to prevent that. You have to set Morgana free. You're insane if you think I would believe that. Nellie's going to die. Could you have told a more mean-spirited lie? You're the one who's trying to kill her. Just trying to save her. You're going about it the entirely wrong way. Do you have any idea how lonely your sister is right now? You should be at her side. It's what you should be doing instead of stealing a poor girl's blood. I have heard enough. What do you know? If I lose... if I lose Nellie, I'll have no one. Whole world will collapse. It's the only way I could keep that from happening. My best option, my only option. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep Morgana locked up. I'm gonna keep stealing her blood. I'll hand you over to the other two. I'll have them kill you. Get ever showing your face. Huh. Well. What? Do you really have the Saintess locked up? Why? What are you doing here, Nellie? That man told me I had to talk to you. He said if I didn't have the courage to do it myself, to wait outside his room tonight because he was gonna get the truth from you. God damn. You conniving son of a... You were planning this all along. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Why would you tell Nellie? Why would you bring her of all people into this? Because you're literally doing... Like, goddamn, this little idiot. Mel? Tell me, Mel, is it true? Nellie, are you really keeping the Saintess prisoner and stealing her blood? And you said you would have him killed. I never thought you were such a terrible person, Mel. God damn. Can't believe you would do such despicable things. No, you're not my brother anymore. Uh-huh. Yeah, we should go after her, probably. Here. You have to stop her, bring her back. See, I wonder if this is a moment where you can fuck up. Nellie? Don't follow me, just go away. Leave me alone. Stop. If you run away from him now, I'll never come back from this. Then, why did you tell me? Why did you tell me what he was doing? If you hadn't said anything, everything would still be fine. Well, you'd be dead, so no. We wouldn't be in this horrible mess. You hadn't said anything. Could have kept on believing in him. No, things wouldn't be fine. Why can you not see that? Shouldn't put your faith in your ideal brother, but your real one. The boy in that room stricken with regret. If I hadn't said anything, the facade would have ruined you both sooner or later. No, in truth, your relationship was already broken. Yeah, pretty much. Simply ignoring the spreading cracks. I know on some level you realize Mel was keeping something incredibly important from you. That secret was tearing you apart. There's nothing good about this, though. That will never go back to the way we were. Can never go back to what it was like when we were kids. Just the two of us playing together every day, having fun. Everyone's childhood comes to an end. Flow of time is impartial. You can't fight it. What you can do, what only you can do, is choose how you change. But I will admit I am the one who opened your wounds, and now I'm putting the responsibility of tending them onto you. It's cruel, I know, but if you don't come to terms with Mel and make him withdraw his participation, even greater suffering awaits you far in the future. Uh-huh. It's not over yet, and you cannot let this be where it ends. Bonds you formed over the years are not yet broken, and you can do what I was never able to. You can still repair your relationship. Yeah. I am scared. Scared that my brother, Mel, could do such terrible things. That he could say he would kill you. He used to be such a good brother. He was always so kind, so friendly to everyone. But it was all a lie. It was all a big act to fool me. No, it was not all an act. There was truth to it. He is a kind-hearted boy, an ordinary young man, whose kindness was twisted by circumstance. Doesn't matter how good a person someone is. Everyone has the potential to do terrible things when backed into a corner. You think you know everything? Hell no! I know that much. If you want your brother back, you have to act now. Please, you must take action. But I'm scared. What am I supposed to say to him? I don't know. I'll be there with you. You don't have to face this alone. There's more to this story than we've heard. We don't know how he got himself involved in this. And I mean to get the rest of it out of him. And you need to be there to hear it. If, when I hear what he has to say, I try to say something I shouldn't, try to say something that will ruin everything, you'll stop me? You're the one who told me to open my eyes and face him, the one who made this whole mess. What am I supposed to do if all this destroys everything I have? You said you'd be my brother, right? So be a good brother and help me out here. Promise me you'll make sure nothing goes bad. You'll do that, won't you? Nice, just say yes. We won't let this go bad. Oh boy! Have faith in yourself. Faith that you put their relationship on track to recovering. Promise her. Courage she wants from you. You have nothing to fear. Be there for you. I'll help you both. Okay, I'll do it. I'll go back. Yay. Yeah, don't mention it. Now let's go see what he has to say for himself. Draw back that curtain. Yes, let's. Okay, I might stop here, because this feels like a good stopping point and it's 10. So how many pages am I at? 4. Oh, cool, so we're back here now. Alright. So, yeah, we might make all the way to 6 of them. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. Depending what happens, I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Just depends, because I might be busy tomorrow night, depending. But yeah, we're gonna see this thing to the end. Got her